So you've gotten started with Warmachine and you've downloaded the app, and now you're looking at it going, well, what now? We'll just quickly walk you through getting yourself ready for your first game so you understand where everything is. We've got your 4 options, a little add splash there. So in your library, you've got all of the rules for the game. This is the full rulebook here. The Warcaster training guide and the Warlock training guides are lightweight versions of those for the specific either Warcaster or Warlock, which will guide you through the basics of playing your first game. So first read should be one of these 2 training guides, depending on whether you've picked up an army that has Warjacks or an army that has War Beasts. Then the next thing to do, select Build a Force. Down here, these are all of the forces that I've created, as you can see. Lots of armies on the go. Select Create Force down here. Now you'll either have Prime or the Legacy, will be the 2 options here. Prime are all the tournament legal, currently produced armies, so that's probably what you've picked up. If you have an older collection and you're a returning player, your army may well be in the Legacy section. So we can select Prime. Here is a list of all of the different armies. There's tons to choose from. Here is whichever box of models or whichever bit you've picked up. In this instance, we're going to assume we've picked up the Necrofactorum and the Command Starter. So we select Necrofactorum, give your force a name, and then if you've just picked up the Command Starter, or the intro size game is 30 points, so we'd select this one. You've also got 2 50-point options, 2 75-point options, and 3 100-point options. We'll start with the 30 points. These are intro size games, so I'll run through that. The ones that are labelled Duo are ones that allow you to run 2 leader models or 2 casters. We'll probably ignore those for now, but to get started, select that. This will then give you all of your options. Now I'm on the PC version of the client. On mobile version you may only see this screen, and there'll be a little plus button down here. Select that and that will take you to this screen, and then there'll be a back button which will take you back across to this one. In our box we'll pick our caster. So have a look through here, you'll see a little picture of each of the guys here. It'll also state on the back of the box which caster you've got. So we're going to pick Eviscerus here. Then you'll add your Warjacks. There's 2 ways to add these. You can either pick them from here and it will add them directly to the caster, or with this little paperclip icon you can select anything that would be attached to your caster and become part of his battle group. So in this instance we're going to select Hades. It's one of the character jacks. Then we're going to select Chatterbane. It's a solo, so these are individual models which work alongside your army, usually buffing people up. And then scroll down to the units and we'll add the Furies. You'll see here that's 30 points. When you're looking at each of these, you can select a model and it will bring you up their unit card, which will give you all of the rules, all of the details about them. So health boxes, the rules and what they all mean. So this is the character special rules. This is then weapon and any weapon special rules. Any caster's feat. So casters are the only people who have these. These are once per game abilities. And then all of the spells and any associated special rules with them. If you're not sure what any of these mean, such as the symbols up here, you can select this little question mark, select the area that it's in, and it will tell you exactly what those mean. So I'll give you a full breakdown of all the rules in that section. Again, select here. Because this is an attack, I'll give you the attack rules. Selecting open in library will give you the full section in the rulebook. Damage types, weapon qualities, everything like that. So it's nice and easy to just jump straight into your first game, you don't necessarily need to have read the rules pack first. You can walk your way through by literally using this and going through each section. So once we've gone out of here, we hit save. When we're ready to play a game, we select create match, find our army in the list. See, this may be a list of 1 for you, but this will then load in, giving you all the details here. Always remember to hit start match at the bottom. If you are playing against an opponent and you want to share your army, you can create a share code which will give you a little code that your opponent puts in, and that will put your army list on their device, and similarly you can do the same so you can see all of their rules. Once we hit start match, everything's in here. We can tick off as we use the command cards. If anything takes damage, we can add that in. If you then click on damage points, that will then heal them. Hit accept. In the case of a jack or a war beast, when you damage it, you'll get a grid like this, and you can just select which column you want the damage to, and you can slide this, and it counts how many points you've applied at the top. And then if it gets repaired later, you can select them and individually heal each box as you go. And the same for your caster. Nice and easily applied. Again, the question mark appears in each of these, so when you've got anything open, you can select this and it will give you all of the details again. So don't be afraid to just keep checking that, referencing things during your game. Hopefully that's everything you need to get started. If you've got any questions about how the app works or anything in it, give me a shout in the comments below and we'll see if we can help you out. Thanks very much.